Hi everyone, welcome. It's Jaff here from Medieval Mirage. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me on this update on my eczema, my hand eczema. And I've been meaning to do this for a while now. I cannot remember when I posted it, the previous video. I'll try and list that one below, but I wanted to give you an update about my hands. One of the reasons why it's taken me forever to do it is that I just tend to knock my hands a lot. So I've got a bit of a little graze there and, you know, little bits and pieces. So I've been meaning to record myself to give you an update on how things have gone. But with all these little accidents that I have with my hands, I thought, when is it going to ever happen? So I seem to attract accidents on my hands. Yeah, I'm a little bit mindless when it comes to these things. But anyway, as you can see here, my hands have improved incredibly. I'm so happy with the protocol that I used, so I wanted to just talk about that. Now, I just wanted to let you know as a disclaimer, I am not by any means a qualified practitioner when it comes to skin disorders, and nor am I endorsing anything. I'm just letting you know what worked for me. I have not been affiliated or sponsored by anyone. This is just something that I've just chosen and it worked for me. And I just hope that what I'm going to share today will help you too. It is the 5th of October 2022. I don't know when this video will be uploaded, but as most people know that watch me, my videos are not real time. They're pre-recorded, and when I get the opportunity to edit and then upload, it just will happen. I'm a bit of a fly by the seat of your pants kind of YouTuber, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to put a collection of photos. I haven't actually been taking more photos because my hands for, oh my goodness, maybe more than a year now have absolutely improved out of sight. I'm so really grateful for all of you that do suffer from eczema. My heart goes out to you, or any other kind of skin disorder. I hope that whatever protocols you follow will eventually solve that issue. But when you've got your hands absolutely swollen and rough, it just makes crafting impossible. It really does. It takes so much joy out of your life because we use our hands for everything, don't we? So anyway, these are how my hands are looking. I've never had the most prettiest looking hands, so they are still hideous, but they are no longer swollen, dry skin or anything like that. They're absolutely amazing. So I'm so happy. I do get a little bit of crustation here, but that's only because sometimes I don't dry my hands properly. So that's what I would say, drying your hands properly. So I'll dry my hands with our towels in a bathroom or kitchen, and then I'll get my paper towel, just one, and really get into the nooks and crannies if I'm mindful. Sometimes I just go through life not thinking properly, and of course I forget to dry them properly, and that's what happens. It will dry on there. Even when I'm using, you know, this fantastic the soap. This soap has been my savior. It really has, because it's basically infused with all the most amazing oils that you can think of for your hands. So I'm so grateful. So basically it's the same protocol from previous times. So it's Dr. Bronner's. I think it is, you know, it could be expensive wherever you are. But what I find is I don't really even need much, because I put it in a pump squeezer, which, a pump foamer. So it foams it up. So you don't really need that much, and it will foam it up for you, and you get a really good cleanse with it. So I even use it for my face, and I find that's really spectacular as well. So that's what I use to wash my hands. Now, whenever, you know, if things erupt and I don't know, stress comes along, or I've had to stop using alcohol-based cleaners, you know, sanitizers. One of the good things for my situation during COVID times, I've been housebound anyway, because with my chronic fatigue syndrome, I cannot risk getting COVID. It could absolutely give me long COVID. And I've been managing my chronic fatigue syndrome so much better these days. So I just don't want to get bedridden again. I do have bad days still, despite managing it. I'm not a well person, but getting COVID could be a big problem for me. So yeah, my husband does all the shopping and things like that, and I'm not needing to use hand sanitizers, but me using hand sanitizer, it's pretty harsh on your hands. So being at home, it's been helpful. So that's one thing that I've minimized. But if my hands do get out of control, like with this crusty bit here, if it's not going away after a few days of using this, which is the last bit I'll mention, if I'm not using, if I'm using this to get rid of it and it's not going away, then I get my trusty salt with my oil, olive oil, and some of the other ingredients. I'll list that video below. Have a look at that. Yeah, sometimes all I do is get a bit of salt, Himalayan salt, and you can use sea salt, and a bit of olive oil. Basically, that's it. And I do my scrub. But I haven't had to do that for such a long time because I've got my hands under control. Yeah, as long as I don't knock them about and get all these sores and things. Yeah, and this is the cream that I use. So after I've washed my hands and I'm sitting at my computer, or yeah, because I'm doing my designing most of the time, I will just make sure I lather it with this. And in fact, I don't even have to lather it. It goes a long way. Sorry if my camera is shaking. We've got the vacuum cleaner. The washing machine is on, so it'll probably be rattling the house. I apologize for the shakiness of the camera. I can see it sort of vibrating. But anyway, this is what I wanted to show you. So it hasn't changed. It's still, if I put this up here, oh, there we go. It's by these people here. Again, I'm not affiliated by these people. I'm not affiliated with them or sponsored. I don't get paid for that by them. They don't send me this stuff out. This is stuff that we've purchased ourselves. Okay. This is just a miracle cream for me. I used to use Mugu, and that's really good. I don't know if it's world renowned, but it certainly is in Australia. It could be a New Zealand brand, I'm not sure now. It's been a while, but Mugu was great, but this has been my savior. So if I just hold this up again, just in case. We get ours from eBay, by the way. Yeah, good old eBay. What would we do without it? So that's that one. And any salt will do, sea salt, Himalayan salt. We just get ours from Woolworths. Really great stuff. So very happy with that. But yeah, so these things have come to my rescue. Thank you everyone for your kind suggestions and sharing your own stories with me. My heart goes out to all of you and your family and loved ones. It is debilitating, but I hope that you guys are finding some success and cures for your situation. But thank you everyone for being so lovely and encouraging. It's so appreciated, and I hope wherever you are that life is treating you as best as possible in these really difficult times that we're living in. But yeah, and I hope that those of you that are crafting have found a way around it. I want to give a shout out to the beautiful Sabrina. Hey Sabrina, who's on my design team, who actually has another debilitating condition. Her hands are the most immaculate I've ever seen. She does her hand and manicures so beautifully, but she suffers from arthritis in her hands. So my heart goes out to you, Sabrina. You've done a beautiful job with my kits. Very warm shout out for being so brave and so honest when you go up on to YouTube and share all your talents with us. You do a beautiful job and you're such a beautiful person. So my heart goes out to you, and I hope you're coping okay with these unfortunate conditions. When you're a crafter and your hands are disabled, it's a loss. It's a great loss indeed. So please take care, everyone. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. And what I'll do is at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the before and afters. So I might take a couple of photos of myself with my hands like this. But yeah, they have improved tremendously. So at the end of this video, a before and after, so that you can see how much my hands have transformed. I feel it's a miracle. I can't actually believe it, because I never thought I would be able to restore my hands. And these little things just came to my rescue. Of course, I have to be careful with my diet. So I think diet is important. Having a lot of fats in your diet, good fats, are really important as well, so that it can give you encouragement for whatever treatment you're going to try out, and just persevere and see how you go, and then move on to the next treatment. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.